Emma,
Hello.
amazing job so far on WandaVision. I'm a huge
Yeah.
fan of yours. WandaVision has been a blast so far. You arrived from a science fiction and comic book background from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and your own graphic novel, which is hilarious, by the way. Uh, were you into comics growing up? And if so, what were some of your favorites?
I mean, not really. I would say the only comic that I ever really cared about was Archie. I was kind of like so simple. I didn't get into anything else. And even like writing Controversy, which was the graphic novel comic, that was totally kind of a fluke. We didn't set out to make it into a graphic novel, but that's just what happened. So once I got into that, I was like, this is really very cool and very challenging in its own way to like convey a lot of information and just like a bubble. You know what I mean? Deceptively simple, but it's just not. It's just so it was really incredibly rewarding to do that. Um, and being like being a part of a comic world, like it's all very surreal. Honestly, I did not anticipate things going this way, but I'm very happy that they have.
Well, so am I. Now, there's a lot of speculation about Dottie in WandaVision, especially
Mhm.
her long story arc. Now, we've seen the controlling side of her, but do we get to see a little bit of the vulnerable side of her coming up soon? Who is Dottie Jones?
I can't tell you who she is. She is thus far who you've seen in 3 episodes. That is who she is. She is somebody who, is this type of queen bee, mean, very controlling kind of person, but in private also is insecure about the way she looks. Um, has this moment, with Wanda where her reality breaks for a minute, and there's a lot of fear there. So you know, which you've all seen. I'm just reiterating it to you. And then, from that point on, I am a very trained puppy. I cannot talk. I can't
Fair
say
enough.
anything. I
Fair
say
enough.
exactly what they tell me to say.
Right? The cue cards. Now, what's fascinating about this is watching the characters go through these different eras and different settings. What is it about your character that stays consistent throughout the show?
Well, you know, I think it's true for any of them. I mean, the core of who this person is, that doesn't change because a decade has changed. Nuances and things you discover about that person obviously become apparent, as you see the character, as you watch it, an episode, like just like any show, really. I mean, any a character evolves and grows, and you learn more about them as you watch
Interesting.
them.
Now, I'm sure you can't answer this question, but
Probably
is
not. I'm so
probably
boring. I'm
right
so
now.
sorry.
It's all good. Is your character based on a comic character? If so, without telling me, can you describe their role in all of this?
I could not confirm that or deny that.
Fair enough.
I, I'm very grateful that Jack, who I worked with before with Timer, that she created this incredibly unique brain, just this thing, this marvelous show, that I've been lucky enough to be a part of, and that Kevin Feige agreed to hire me, and that he said, okay, that's pretty cool because, I think being a part of the Marvel universe is just about the hottest ticket there is, and seems like the hardest party to get into. So that I had my own cool little door into Wonderland has just been incredibly cool. I'm
Amazing.
just very grateful.
I know. I'm grateful you're in this universe too. Now, I can I ask you a question about a theory that's been floating around, and
You can
obviously,
ask me, but I cannot confirm nor
sure.
deny.
Well, this is
Yes.
a fun little theory. There's a theory floating around that your character is. I hope I'm saying this name right, because Marvel fans are going to kill me. Arcanan, from the Squadron Supreme, whose husband happens to be Phil Jones. What are your
Mm.
thoughts on that? And what's one of the craziest fan theories you've heard about the show so far?
Um, that is a cool theory. Uh, I think all the theories are very cool. Um, you
Oh,
know, I don't know what else to say. I can't answer any questions. I don't know. They're all really cool theories. My favorite one. I think it's funny. You know, people got really like zeroed in on the devil is in the details. I think that one's really cute. Oh yeah, the devil.
I spent a whole week
Cool.
on that
You
one
know,
line. That devil's in
like
the details. Spent a weekend on a theory on that one line. Um,
it's
here-
fun. You know, all of them are just fascinating. They're fun. They're fun. They're fun to read. I'm super like excited and thrilled and surprised that the theories took off so quickly.
right.
Um, I knew that going into to Marvel would bring a lot of attention. I didn't expect the tension, all the dottiness of it. Like I wasn't anticipating that. I thought I would get like a, oh cool, but I didn't quite get I did not anticipate what it is. So I'm I'm enjoying it. I'm just like, okay,
Well, here is a
can't
question.
talk, sorry,
Right.
like
Here's a question you probably can't answer. Is there any specific sitcom characters that you use to inspire Dottie's performance?
no. No,
Really?
no specific characters now. I've had plenty of experiences with Dottie, or at least the outer shell of Dottie.
Okay.
That sort of get a laugh at your expense kind of person. I've been on the other end of that. I've been the expense, you know. Um, so, you know, I'm like, okay, yes, I have plenty of memories of what this at least person appears like. So, and then just tie in, you know, getting the voice right, getting the Mid Atlantic right, getting all the mannerisms, the way, you know, putting the wigs, the costumes, like getting into the, you know, the different periods, um,
Um,
help
now,
inform all of that. But yeah.
I talked to Miss Deborah Jo Rupp last week, and she shared she's most excited for viewers to kind of see these Twilight Zone inspired scenes from the show. You're one third of that radio scene promoted in the trailer. Uh, are there like subtle things about the show that you're personally excited for fans to see
Oh,
or see their reaction?
I could not even pick out one, honestly.
Really?
I'm being a part of it and watching it all, and just being so like, I mean, I'm watching it and and I'm seeing how everything's done, right? I'm like behind the mirror, you know, it's like the man behind the mirror, like a Wizard of Oz. Like I can see all the tricks and bells and whistles, and I'm uh like in awe and wonder, like, wow, this is so cool, and I cannot wait to see this like all put together. And I'm as excited as anybody else. I watch them all just as giddy as anybody else, and I'm in on the joke. You know, I'm like, wow, that's so cool. I can't, that's so interesting, especially that cool shot with the radio. We really, that was a very technically difficult and very cool scene that Lizzie and I were very excited to do, and really wanted to get right. And it was even cooler than the way I thought it was going to be. It just blew my mind. I was so happy.
I know I've seen that scene about
So
13
good.
times at this point now. No, you're
So
good.
good.
So good.
Oh
Now,
my God.
how does Dottie view Wanda in the show, or at least from what we've seen?
A threat. A threat.
Right.
You know.
Interesting. Can you talk to me about the collaboration process working with Matt? Because one thing that I love about this show is the attention to detail in
Oh my
each of
God.
the eras. It's
I know.
so phenomenal.
He's so thorough. He is, the amount of enthusiasm that he brought every single day. He had, I think, one day off a week. When he wasn't working, he'd leave work and go straight into editing. Um, and the shoot took way longer because of COVID. You know, there were so many constraints. There were so many things, so many other variants that happened just because life happened. And he never brought, he just was like full of this light and enthusiasm and passion and knowledge and just everything. Like he's just this little kid who has everything going on in here, you know, every single nuance, everything. You're just like, yep, got it. Because he, you know, he grew up, he's a child actor. He grew up working on a lot of these sets. He, you know, so, you know, for him, it's even, it's what I mean, what a thrill for that. Like, not only is he a part of it, but he's directing all of it, like on his home turf in in many ways, like the full circleness of that whole adventure for him. You know, you just want to, you want it to succeed. You always want your show to succeed, but like seeing it through his eyes, like you really want it to succeed. You're like, oh my God, you are giving 10 people's energy to this every single day, and you don't stop, and you never get cranky, and you never seem tired, and you're never not willing to entertain an idea. Like he's just a mensch, man.
Well,
I
look,
love that guy.
all of it is on screen because it's such an amazing show. I love this show. I
It's so
anticipate it
fun.
midnight every Friday. It is so cool, and I can't thank
He's
you enough.
definitely spoiled me. I'm like, oh my God. I just
Right?
don't want to stop. Yeah. You're like,
So
wow.
such an amazing show. But thank you so much for your time, Emma. I
Thank
truly
you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Ah, thanks, man.